Hello Knoxville. Welcome to the Lane Kiffin Show, and joining us tonight is special guest Coach Summitt of the University of Tennessee women's basketball team.
Thank you, Coach Kiffin, for having me on your show. Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
Why are you dressed up tonight? Where is the Wild Boys Act?
You scare me shitless, so I thought I would be on my best behavior tonight.
That would be a good idea. In over 30 years as a women's basketball coach at the University of Tennessee, I have run a squeaky clean program, but in a few short months as a football coach, you have racked up 6 secondary violations. How do you explain your actions?
Well, it is simple. I'm paid a lot, and I need to win. Tell me, Coach Summitt, your secret for winning so many SEC and NCAA championships.
That's easy. I scare the bejeebers out of my players. Do you know how many steps are in Thompson-Boling Arena? My players know, because they have run every one of them many times.
I will try that technique with my players at Neyland Stadium. That will get rid of fumbles in practice and players drag-assing around.
I see that you have run a number of players off your team and told unwanted recruits to go elsewhere. How do you plan to instill discipline once fall practice starts?
I will withhold the coffee and Red Bull from players that displease me. And Coach Orgeron will pit skill position players against linemen in mud wrestling contests inside chicken wire cages. You wrestle till you win. Whoops, that got Florida on probation once upon a time, but we will be more careful.
Wouldn't it be easier to just lock your players out of the locker room like I do?
We are saving that punishment for the fall season.
What makes you think you can compete in the SEC this year?
Our secret weapons of Coach Orgeron, coffee and Red Bull will allow us to dominate the SEC. We will talk more smack than anyone. And take Coach Satan, Urban, that preacher man down in Athens, and the old ball coach at Gas Pumper you out to the woodshed. It will not be pretty.
I like your intensity. I think you will do well. And if you need me to stop by and scare the bejeebers out of your players, I will be glad to do so.
Thank you, Coach Summitt. And that wraps up another episode of the Lane Kiffin Show, where no smack is too brash, and no visor is too heavy to toss. See you next week, Knoxville.
Live long and be orange.